But for me, not these four regulative principles are not important. Something else is also important. That means these four regulative principles is, I don't see this as much important. Protecting the environment is more important. Or you were telling something else. What is this? They connected to aporesia, but what is happening? Through the aporesia, changes are happening. In an individual perspective, every individual has his own thing. For example, if you go and ask one devotee, he will tell, doing this is important. If you do this, you'll go back to Godhead. He'll say, oh, do this, this is very important. The other person will come, no, this is important. They might be very new. They might be in the process for 1 year or 2 years. So this is their understanding. Or they might be 10 years. This is their understanding. But they don't proclaim the aporesia. Why? Why proclaiming the absolute truth is very essential? Because we discussed yesterday about this a little bit. Now, Prabhupada mentions this. Thou shall not kill. That is their regulation. Christianity. That means they shouldn't kill. That means killing any living entity is not good. That is the meaning, right? Thou shall not kill. That means I will not kill. That means I will not commit any sinful, heinous act. Or I will not use any of those things for my own thing. Okay? But if I change that to something else, to my understanding, what is happening is, it seems to be we are in it, but we are not in it. It seems to be truth. Thou shall not murder. That means it is kill, murder, both similar, na? It looks similar. Prabhupada says actually about this. Thou shall not murder. That means what are you doing? Whatever the authority has given, thou shall not kill. You change that to thou shall not murder. Murder. That is, what are you doing? You are using or changing it as per our own understanding. Prabhupada says that we should never bring our understanding into Krishna consciousness. The moment I bring my understanding, that is the deviation in the process. That means at that moment we are not connected with the Lord. Yesterday, Taramataji's point. Now, how do I know that this is actually pleasing the Lord? It's very important question actually. How do I know that this is pleasing the Lord? Aporshaya. That means if I'm connected to the truth, that means a person should be there, who should always tell us, oh, this is a truth, this is not truth. That means he should lead that life and he should lead as an example. Just like Srila Prabhupada. He led that life and then he showed himself as an example. That's why they are called as acharyas. That's why when we follow them, even blindly if we follow, we are protected. Please understand. For example, if we do not have any intelligence or knowledge, that doesn't matter. But if we have this strong faith that if I follow the words of my acharya, I will, this is the beneficial for me. That's it. You are protected from the material nature. Because at that moment, what you will do, you will never begin speculating. Why the speculation comes through false ego only. Ahammameti janasya mohoyam ahammameti. The ahammameti consciousness only will try to figure out this or that or this or that. If pranayamam says you press this left nose like this. Now a person speculating, he says, why I should press left nose? I'll press right nose. अरे यार ऐसी करना है. Should do like this only. What is happening? Changing. For example, you should offer prasad. You should offer boga to the Lord. Are out of emergency, they say that you offer a little fruit in your mind. If there is no place to offer, and then you are very hungry, Are you out of extreme things? You offer in the heart. You offer it to the Lord. Oh, my dear Lord, please accept this. I do not have a facility to offer. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I forgot to offer the fruits today and then I carried that fruit. Please, my dear Lord, please accept. Next time I'll not do this. With that attitude, we are offering with love, na? Then Krishna will accept that. But that doesn't mean that every time I do that. I go to restaurant also and then I receive the plate. Going to restaurant is itself bad. And after going to restaurant, I'll receive the plate and then say, Shiv Vishnu, Shiv Vishnu, Shiv Vishnu, my dear Lord, please accept. I'll honor this. This is vegetarian only. That is not. That is what is happening. Change. Change. So these changes, when it is happening, that means we are not connected to the truth. When we are not connected to the truth, that means Krishna is not happy. Right? Pretty straightforward. That means, see, Arjuna was actually doing an endeavor out of his understanding. That is outside Apurusha. What was his understanding? He doesn't want to fight. Now Krishna says you should fight. Arjuna says I don't want to fight. Because the situation is not congenial for him. The situation is little different for him. He says, oh my dear Lord, how can I do this? The moment that is happening in one's heart, dear devotees, what happens is either we get shattered or there is some disturbance in the heart. The heart will not respond in the right way. That means the Paramatma is there, sitting in the heart. He will not respond in the right way. Actually, we should inquire from the spiritual master. My heart is not responding in the right way. Can you please tell? You should ask. Just like this person, his son died. He goes and immediately inquires from Lord Ramachandra. Oh dear Lord, how come my son died? That means that was never happening in those days. In the tenure of Lord Ramachandra. There was a king, they immediately asked. That person would go and ask Lord Ramachandra, oh my dear father, why this thing happened? Why? How come my son would die? You are giving me grief. That means anything which is away from Apurusha, that means we should at least know what Apurusha is. If we do not know what is Apurusha, how can I know that whether I am deviating Apurusha or I am in the right track? It's important, no? That Apurusha, the absolute truth, is given by whom? Supreme Personality of Godhead. That means the same truth is heard by Sun God Vivaswan. All the descendants, Manu, his descendants, everyone, they're all kingly people, kings. They heard. And later on, the chain was broken. And then it is given to Arjuna. Now, for Arjuna, there is no disciplic succession. But he spoke to Arjuna. No, the same Supreme Personality of Godhead spoke to Brahmaji also. Now, the representation which we are seeing, the Guru Parampara which we are seeing is coming from Brahmaji, not from Arjuna. That means Krishna, what he has spoken in Bhagavad Gita, is for Arjuna. What he spoken to Brahmaji is a Chaturshloki Bhagavatam. From that, everything manifested. And then Lord Chaitanya reassured us that yes, we should read Bhagavad Gita. Then Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya got established. Through his understanding, we are reading the sides of Krishna consciousness. That means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what he has done in our life is something amazing. Because if you actually see the devotees, even after Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went back to the spiritual world, for a period of 1 year, 150 years, everything was hidden again. Just like until this Until Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj came again. Oh, he was the exalted Vaishnava Acharya who directly came from spiritual world. He is actually looking for where is the Chaitanya Charitamritam copy. He was unable to find a copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita. There were so many deviations in Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya also after Lord Chaitanya left, after Narottam Das Thakur Maharaj left. There's so many apasampradayas came. They are breaking the rules and regulations and telling that we are Radha and Krishna. Sahajiya came. It was a very chaotic situation. And that was only to that region, the West Bengal area. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj, when he was trying to re-establish the truth, he was looking for where is Chaitanya Charitamrita. It was difficult to find Chaitanya Charitamrita copy. Then again he had to re-establish the truth. That means the Apurusha has to be established. That means, you see, dear devotees, that's why Acharyas come. Please understand this. That's why we give them as equal respect as to Supreme Personality of Godhead. Please understand this. It's not a joke thing. Sakshadharitena, they're empowered personalities. We owe everything. We owe everything to them. Actually, if we give everything, also we cannot repay them. Because they give that much. Dear devotees, Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj wouldn't have come. Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya would have been totally different shape. No, he came, and after that, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur re-established after the Srila Prabhupada expounded it. So we are grateful to this personality, especially to Bhaktivinoda Thakur and our beloved founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada and this spiritual master. Why? Because dear devotees, they actually reinstated this Aporusha. That means whatever the Lord told, that was re-established again. That means the instructions which the Lord spoke to Arjuna, the same exact in toto instructions was actually re-established by our beloved Acharyas. You see, Sri Sampradaya, Ramanujacharya, when he established, see, establishing the truth, this is what it all meant. Now we see glorious temples of Sri Vaishnavas. How? Because of that personality. Because of that personality. Ramanujacharya. What is his mood? Establishing the absolute truth. Yamunacharya told me, we establish the absolute truth. That means what these they do the greatest service, dear devotee. Aporusha, they re-establish. That means they, it's because the heart, the Lord is always sitting in their heart now. Through that inspiration, they write on. They give that truth. They establish, and then whoever just to follow that, they'll go back on back to God. Now, all the Shiva Vaishnavas who just follow the words of Ram, Lord Rama, words of Ram is there, they will go to Vaikuntha plane and then serve the Lord there eternally. It's an absolute fact. All the devotees who follow the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, they'll come back to Godhead. Goloka. It's an absolute fact. So this re-establishment of this truth is very, very prominent. That means the truth is so powerful, dear devotees. That is a whole point and intention of why what Srila Prabhupada wanted to give us, especially in these introduction sections. Because he wants to bring us to that plane. The truth is truth, Baba. You need to understand. He says, if you understand the truth as is, then you will know whether you are following the truth or not. If you are not following, that means you are not in the right track of Krishna consciousness. That means we will be in the plane of Abu Dhabu. It means one day we will do, one day we will not do. One day we aspire to do, one day we will not aspire to do. One day we will chant, one day we will not chant. One day we will hear, one day we will not hear. What is this? This is Abu Dhabu. One day we think that, oh, I'm a pure devotee. One day we think that I am not a devotee. What is all this Abu Dhabu? That means it is in a Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj says this is not a stable state. This is an unstable state. Why unstable state comes? Apurusha is not manifested in the heart. That means absolute truth. the conviction. That means what we said yesterday. At least we should come to an understanding. Our absolute truth is absolute truth. This has to be followed as is. So no changes, no concoctions. That means concoctions comes speculation. When there is speculation, when there is sense gratification, when there is stubbornness. When these three things are there, absolute truth is not accepted. Through speculation, what happens? Oh, why only 16 rounds? I'll chant 4 rounds. Why only 16 rounds? I'll chant 32 rounds. Both are not good. It has to be authorized. Somebody should tell us, oh, this is your condition, you chant 32 rounds. This is your condition, you chant 4 rounds. But you need to understand you should count to 60. That should be the goal. That means somebody should review and authorize that. I remember my spiritual master telling this, it's very important because when we understand the absolute truth, then we want to come to the plane of accountability. Absolute truth to accountability. Because when we know that, we know what to aspire for. But when we don't know that, then then we do not aspire for it. Very important. That means from where the accountability is coming? Understanding the absolute truth more and more. Now, Arjuna knows because he was kept in that state. What kind of state? Not to fight the battle. Now, through that state, what is happening? And then why is he coming to that state? That is also very important because Krishna says in Ishopanishad, right? Whatever is allocated to us, it is allocated. That means we should know what is our allocation. For example, just giving an example. For example, if a person earns 20 lakhs rupees salary per year, or 20 lakhs is a big amount of money, right? With 8 lakhs, he can maintain everything. That means what is happening with the remaining 12 lakhs? Yes, no doubt that is that is his side which is kept aside to him. That is his thing only, his salary only. No doubt. There's no absolutely. But he needs to understand 8 lakhs is sufficient for him. That means the rest 12 lakhs can be used in the service of the Lord. I'm just giving an example. Because what is this? These are certain examples which are set. Just like Rupa Goswami set that example, right? Certain salary should be used for you. Certain salary should be used for the service of the Lord. Certain salaries should be used for the family members' well-being of the family members. What is that? Those are actually proclaiming and then confirming us and then removing a conception of speculation from our heart. When speculation is coming, what is happening? Then the deviations come. Oh, why thou shalt not kill? I do murder also. I'll change it to murder. Because if I write murder, then it is congenial to me now. I'm not murdering. Murder means to human beings. But kill, it can be for animals also. That means if I write murder, then I can eat animals. And then they proclaim that animals do not have a soul, do not have any life. They have life, but they do not have a soul. And through that understanding, they also proclaim that, oh, God gave us these animals to eat. What is this? This is speculation. That's okay not to get up early every day in the morning. That's okay not to take cold shower. That's okay if we do not attend Mangalarti, what happens? Oh, what did something fall on me? No, nothing. I'm all right. I'm all right. Anyhow, we have another life now. Krishna is also telling, Dehinosum yata dehe komaram yavaram. Next life is also there. No, I will practice next life. What are we trying to do? Through the speculation, we're diluting the absolute truth. When we dilute the absolute truth, what is happening? We're losing this. That means accepting that absolute truth as is the greatest thing. Just like Arjuna accepted. That's what Srila Prabhupada says. One should actually accept the truth as it is, just like how Arjuna accepted. Just like how all the acharyas are accepted. Anusmarana. When you just to follow in their footsteps, then what happens? When we are not deviated. Absolutely, we are not deviated. Because what we are doing, we are not putting our intelligence here. We are taking their intelligence. That is also intelligence. Not using our brain, but using their intelligence. It's very important. For example, if I begin using my thing, what is the problem? I would like to tell. I'm going to ask this. What do you guys think? What's the problem if we use our thing, our intelligence? What is the problem? Who would like to tell? Anyone would like to try? Why using our intelligence is not correct as per Srila Prabhupada? As per our discussion, we discussed about this yesterday, day before yesterday also. Why our
Hare
intelligence? Yes, somebody
Hare
speaking.
Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, dear devotees. As per my knowledge, I believe that our knowledge is not purified. So we cannot use our knowledge without intervening by chanting the holy name and trying to purify our heart. And so by doing, we'll one day purify ourselves to fully understand. That's my understanding, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, okay, thank you. Anyone else would like to try? Why our acharyas are telling that using our intelligence is not the right way? What is the reason?
Hare Krishna
Yes,
Prabhuji.
so welcome,
I
please
think
tell.
Prabhuji, our senses are not perfect.
Yeah.
Sometimes even a dog has better senses than ours. So with our senses, our thought process, our intelligence is not perfect. So we have to
Okay,
follow the Guru Sadhu and Shastra.
nice, nice. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Our heart has the lust, anger, greed, pride, getting attached, envy. So because of that, our judgment won't be correct. And we have to follow the process, the descending avarona process, not the arohana process.
Okay, okay. Due to four defects, dear devotees, discussed yesterday. The four defects. What are the four defects? Subal Prabhu told one. We commit mistakes. We are illusioned, cheating propensity, imperfections. So we have these four problems. That's why we should go to authority. Authority doesn't have those four problems. Our acharyas, they don't have those problems because they're representing the supreme personality of Godhead. That is why this is the only way it will work, dear devotees. Because we should always tell our mind this only. Because mind will cheat us. It's the greatest cheater. Mind will always cheat us. That's okay. That's okay. Postpone, postpone, postpone. That's okay. You can get up after some time. That's okay. You can sleep some more. That's okay. That's okay. Do that. Do this. That's okay. That's okay. Do some sense gratifications. It will always tell something or the other. It will always tell from these four things. And it will tell more also. But these four main primary things it will show. That's okay. क्या होगा एक दिन प्रसाद नहीं खाया तो if you don't eat prasad one day what will happen? Will a mountain fall on me? It will always give various reasons and it will tell us to deviate from the process. That's the nature. That's the nature of the mind. It will tell us to speculate. It will tell us to engage in sense gratification. It will tell us to be stubborn, especially with Guru Sadhu Shastra. Because they know the rest of the other places doesn't matter whether it's stubborn or not, it doesn't matter. But if we are stubborn here, we are losing so much. When these things are there, aporushaya will not be established. That means the truth will not go. That means until the truth is established, we cannot understand the heart of the acharyas. Because if you see their life is like completely selfless. When we understand, why is he so much selfless? He could have just stayed at Vrindavan and then went back home, back to Gadir. What was the reason of going to America? Could have just stayed there. Prabhupada, his body is also not supportive. This is just even a 70-year-old person. This body is he supporting? No, but still he was doing it. He had a heart attack, still he was doing it. He had kidney problem also, still he was doing it. With so many other issues also, so many other body issues. But still he was able to do it. Just imagine it, over this 40, 45 years, things are nothing is manifesting. He's trying continuously, no manifestation. No manifestation, forget about no support also. But still he was doing it. This shows the magnanimity of accepting the absolute truth as is. Simply accepted everything. Accepted the words of his person. He says multiple times, should I go for action? Oh, I couldn't. I was just sitting in front of my sister, but I couldn't understand anything what he was telling. But I simply want to sit and hear from him because I want to please him. He's a great scholar. I couldn't understand. His classes were so heavy. His classes are so deep. I couldn't understand what told him. But he heard it. He said, I want to hear. He's always giving credit to him. Now, who in this world will give the credit to the other person? Who is on the absolute truth? Nobody else will. Because everyone else will have insecurity feelings. Kya hoga, mujhe kya hoga, what will happen to me? So many insecurities. But this person is completely free from insecurities because he's on the absolute time. He's on the absolute truth. This is the power of Apurusha. That means the words of the Lord, it's none different than the Lord. Just like the holy name of the Lord is none different than the Lord. Just like when we hear about it, when we hear a shloka, it's none different from the Lord. It's on the absolute. When we have that understanding behind what is, we'll be empowered. Our heart will become pure. We will not look for any of these things. And we will discuss this more and more. And the moment a desire for sense gratification will come, immediately we'll put it aside. Why? Because we are with our acharyas. We are with our spiritual master. We are with the absolute truth. What is that? Fire. It will burn off everything. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Masa. We should try hard. We should never give up. Because we do not have any other hope. Just like Arjuna, we do not have any other hope. We do not have any other hope. This is the only hope for us. This is the only hope and shelter for us. This is the greatest opportunity for us. For that, what we need to do? Aporushaya. The words spoken by the Lord are called aporushaya, meaning that they are different from the words spoken by a person of the mundane world who is infected with these four defects. That's why we took that example, right? What Shiva Prabhupada spoke yesterday. Cow dung is very pure. How is cow dung very pure? Because it is told in the Vedas. It is aportia, directly spoken by the Lord. Now I don't have to do a test and prove that cow dung is pure. All I need to do is I need to just accept that. That cow dung is very pure. It is authorized. It is given by my spiritual master. It is given by Srila Prabhupada. I will simply accept this. The moment we are connected to that, unlimited blessings are coming. That's why you pray every day in the morning. Samsaradava Nalalida Loka Tranayaka Arunya. Why we are praying? Because they remove everything, they dissipate the darkness from the heart. Blazing fire of material existence is gone. Because we are not in that plane anymore. Now who gives that? They give us. They are the shelter. Our spiritual masters, acharyas, they are the shelter. Just like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he completely re-established Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. Again, dear Lord, he gave that authorization. And he prayed to the Lord, oh my dear Lord, I want a Shaktavesh avatar. Please, I want that child. He continuously had children after children after 13 children. And finally, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada, he takes birth. Oh, is there? Simha Guru, 64. Gaudiya Much he established. Empowered personality. But when he was about to leave his body, he was very sad. Actually, he was telling Srila Prabhupada this. When he met Srila Prabhupada at Radhakundan, he said, fire, there is fire in the mud. Everyone is not accepting the truth. Aporusha, that means the truth is not accepted. There is fire. Everyone is fighting for rooms. They want that temple, he want this temple, we want that room, she want that room. Whatever sannyasis, they want this, they want that. He told Srila Prabhupada. And he said, if you ever have some money, print books. He again told them, Prabhupada took that as his life and soul, dear devotees. That book only, dear devotees, we're discussing. What is this problem? The word of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj told in around 1935. It's almost like 90 years back. That word Srila Prabhupada took his as his life and soul. And he wrote, that's why, dear devotees, it says my complete manifestation. This is Prabhupada heart, this is complete manifestation. That's why we can only perceive the Krishna with Prabhupada's aspiring. We can only see Prabhupada's Krishna. Because that is what is available for us. That is a mercy of him, of Srila Prabhupada and his pure followers. That is a mercy which we received. That Krishna, we get access. That who is that Krishna? Golaka Krishna. Direct. And just imagine, just understand, in this Kali Yuga, going to Golaka is not an ordinary thing. It's not an ordinary. You see thousands of people. Today in the morning, I was coming from the temple after Mangalarti. There is a Venkateshwara temple close to our home. I came to Hyderabad here, and close to our home there is a Venkateshwara Swami temple. Or there is a big line, or a big queue, big line, 6 in the morning. There is Vaikuntha Ekadashina, Sri Vaishnava celebrate today, or one day before they celebrate. And we celebrate tomorrow, Gaudiya Vaishnava. Because they see the sunrise has to happen. There's a small calculation. Sri Vaishnava see in a different calculation. We Gaudiya Vaishnava, we see a different calculation. That's why they celebrate today, we celebrate tomorrow. There are thousands of people going to the temple. But do you think they'll all go to Vaikuntha? No, because there's no Acharya in their life. If they have Ramanujacharya or his followers in their life, they'll go to Vaikuntha. They do not have that. That means why are they going? To fulfill their desires. Dena, for a job, dena. Give me a job. Give me this. Give me that. So many other things. Is that all wrong? Oh, they're going to the Father. And Father is fulfilling whatever they desire. But when the Acharya come in their life, then what happens? Then he will tell, no, 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 you should change your desires. Transform your desire. Don't aspire for those things. Aspire for something bigger. Aspire for the service of the Lord. Aspire for the service of his representatives. And that is there in the spiritual world. Aspire for that. Thousands of people, they're going, they're flocking. Every temple is full today. Every Venkateswara Swami temple. Lord Balaji's temple is full today. South India, very famous. It's full. Why? It's Vaikuntha Ekadashi. Why? Because everyone is expecting some benedictions. So New Year is coming, everyone will go. Will ask, please give 2026 should be good for me. I should rock in 2026. All my investments should be doubled. All desires, aspiring. Just understand the real world because there's no aportia, there's no absolute truth. When the absolute truth is not there, all these things come. All the deviation. Even in the truth, even after coming to our organization, even hearing Krishna consciousness, even staying in Krishna consciousness, there can be deviations. Why? If the absolute truth is not accepted as it is, that means if you are not hearing, if you are not understanding, if you are not reading Prabhupada books, if you are not understanding, if you are not assessing them, there's a problem. One time I asked one senior disciple of Srila Prabhupada, many years back, he did a program, came to our home. Then after that I said, can you please give some mercy or some blessings? For many years now. And then he said, oh, you want mercy and blessings? I'll give mercy and blessings. You know what is a mercy and blessings I want to give? Every day you read Srila Prabhupada books. Every day you discuss. If you do that, you'll get mercy and blessings. As simple as that. It's very, very practical. Oh, Maharaj, you give very practical answer. Every day Shravana Kirtan is there, then that is a blessing actually. They do it, it's not easy because material nature is very powerful. To discuss every day, to understand the truth, to go deeper. Some days we can discuss, one day, 2 day, here and there, or once in a week, or once in a month. We can discuss them. Daily discussing. The blessings has to be there, otherwise we cannot discuss. Otherwise we cannot hear. Because speculation will come in the heart. Oh, why I should accept this truth? Oh, why Arjuna accepted? No, he could have left the battlefield. No, the 64 crore people died. It's all nonsense. 64 crore people, they should have left. What's the problem? Duryodhana gets the kingdom. Pandavas could have just stayed away. Why Krishna didn't like that? These are all speculations. They don't understand the heart of the person. Just like Mahatma Gandhi, I'm not against him. He tells this, right? What did he say? Non-violence is the best policy. And that means he's against Krishna because Krishna did violence. He doesn't like Krishna. Because Krishna did violence. For him, non-violence is the best. Whoever is doing non-violence is best for him. For him, Buddha is best. Because he did not do violence. Violence is required. If violence was not there, 700 years of ruling of Parikshit Maharaj wouldn't have been established. It's like Rama Rajya. Those 700 years were like Rama Rajya. Kali Yuga and Kali Yuga, Rama Rajya will come. Dear devotee, it came, dear devotees. Nobody was committing sinful activities. Everyone were following four regulative principles. Kali Purusha, when he came, he couldn't understand where to sit. He had no idea. Kali Purusha had no idea. Because everyone were following Apurusha. Because they are just following the words of Parikshit Maharaj. He's a king and a pure devotee, empowered personality. Yudhishthira Maharaj gave full blessings to him. He trained him so nicely and then he left to the forest. He was on the throne. He saw Supreme Personality Godhead directly face to face in the mother's womb only. That kind of a personality came to rule this world. That's why those 700 years were great. Even after that 700 years, 100 years were also good. Because his son Javadagni was also good. He was also a very great personality. Then after that, Kali Purusha left and right. Now Kali Purusha is like playing cricket. Left and right, 4, 6, 4, 6, shattering everyone. With Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Vatsara. Everyone wants that. Everyone wants sense gratification. Means Kali is prevailing more and more. If you are aspiring for sense gratification, if you are aspiring for opposite sex, that means Kali was more prevalent. If you are getting disinterested to the absolute truth, to the words of the acharyas, not giving respect to the Vaishnavas, Kali is prominent. Kali, how Kali works, in spiritual organization. It breaks the leader. It makes the leader loose, weak-hearted. That's how when he loses that faith, the others will also lose the faith. That's how Kali breaks in these spiritual organizations. That's why spiritual master always tells, we should do very strong. We should do strong sadhana. We should chant Hare Krishna sincerely. We should hear. We should discuss. We should understand. We should know the absolute truth. See, dear devotees, how important this absolute truth is. Without this absolute truth, Apurusha, the words of the Apurusha is directly the Krishna only, dear devotee. It's none different than Krishna. Why? Because we have these four problems. And dear devotees, whoever accepts that they have these four problems, they will always stick to Apurusha, to the absolute truth. They will never ever proclaim themselves that they are superior to the other person. They are always grounded. That is what is wanted, na? Trinada Visunicha, Tavorios Vishnu. Amanina Maya. We should all be grounded, connected to the Lord. We should always hold our spiritual master's feet, remain grounded. Then take these words very close to the heart and accept this truth. Then what happens? Our thing will never come into conflict. Everything is a mercy of the Lord. Hare Krishna. I didn't realize the time. Time is up. Anyone would like to add anything?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your wonderful, as always, every day, and especially today, being a very auspicious day of Vaikuntha
Yes.
Ekadasi. You gave us this, how, the absolute truth of Purishaya. And we have to, because sometimes, like we feel that, oh, this is okay, that is okay, but exactly following the Purishaya, following the regulative principles, and so that only that way we'll be able to achieve the highest perfection.
Yes.
Otherwise, it
Yes.
will easily dilute in this Kali Yuga. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes. I know you like this day because last year on this day you told about this. You told in the last year class that discussion exactly 1 year back. You said, "Prabhu, I like this day so much. This is Vaikuntha Ekadashi, very special day." That's why I was remembering.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, we are going to do to book distribution, Bhagavad Gita distribution also, Prabhuji, today. So, thank
All
you.
the best. Best. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. Thank you all very much. If I caused an inconvenience in my words, please excuse. Dear Vamshila Sahu, please take over the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the wonderful